So, I've been transitioning for the last 6 years. Just before the pandemic started, basically. Started my transition. So, you know, it's almost 7 years now, I guess, but 6 years. And I thought I'd finally made it to an acceptable level for me. And what I mean by made it is that I look much more feminine than I did when I started. I'm finally get to be me. I have a stable job that covers all my bills. And I found a person who understood what I was and loved me for who I was and thought I was beautiful just as I am. Okay? And so I felt like I had finally arrived on the other side of this horrible, shitty nightmare that was just never going to end. And now I find out that that person was just stringing me along the whole time because they were just using me for things. And that robs me of something, you know? Now, I have confidence in myself now. I do think that I look fine, even though I know I don't look as feminine as I want to. But I think I look okay. And I know that I am worth loving. I know that I am a loyal person and that I care for others and that I would give anything to make my person happy. Okay? I know that about me. So I know that I'm worth having. I know that I'm worth loving. It's just too bad that person didn't know that. That person, who's also trans, by the way, but, they pass, so they have privileges that I don't have, but I wasn't jealous of that. I was happy for them. I'd like to still be happy for them, but, it's kind of hard now. We have feelings. We're not just useful providers of, you know, entertainment. It's not okay to use us for your own amusement and then throw us away when you're done. This could have ended very differently. Because, I was so devastated because they were telling me that I had done all these things wrong. But the truth of the matter is, I was just paying attention every time they asked me for something, and I'd write it down. Today, she asked me for this, and it cost this many dollars. I wasn't doing that to be mean to her or to hold it over her head. I was doing that so that I didn't overspend and not have enough money for my rent or my living expenses. I'd finally had enough money from my steady job that I could take us to a nice restaurant, that I could take us out dancing, that we could go and do something decent with our time and not regret it later because, oh, look, I spent the rent money, but we got to go to the movies. Well, you don't want to do that, you know. And she noticed I was writing things down. And she said, "How much do I owe?" And it wasn't that I didn't think I was going to get that money back. I just wanted to make sure I didn't spend too much. And shortly after that, suddenly, we had to break up because it was just too hard on her. Nothing was hard on her. Everything was given to her. I was going to help her get her driver's license and get her a car. That was my next goal. So I guess it's good that she got sick of me before I spent any more money. But it's hard.